Alright, so I hope you can hear me. Yeah, Impaler, I'm just waiting for the commissioner to advance the weeks and I can play. Right now I'm just waiting, and Arslan, I already subbed you and I'm not shouting you out. So yeah, I already subbed you, Arslan. But yeah, Impaler, this is practice. And I'm gonna see if we have advanced yet. I'm not talking because Maddie's sleeping right now, so I'm not gonna talk right now. I'm gonna turn off my mic right now.
You could do what you wanna do, have the group
Hopefully we advance soon. I'm waiting for the commissioner to say that we're able to advance. Wait, has he said something? Huh. I think he just advanced, so I'm gonna do like this last play. Alright, good. Good play. On the defensive part. He just said that I'm assuming that he advanced. He said sorry for the late advance. But, so. Alright, good. We are playing. I am playing a computer right now. It's yeah, I'm playing a computer. As it says. Hopefully we're gonna win because this is a computer. Or it's not really hopefully win. If anything, I will leave the live stream and end the stream. Quick? What do you mean quick? What do you mean quick? I might have said something, I might have just been like babbling off. Like sometimes I'm like thinking about, like I'm talking but I'm thinking about something else. So then I just go off into something different.
Hello everybody.
Oh, you mean like the 20-minute thing, not like the full game? I'm playing the full game. Playing Thanksgiving.
The Pittsburgh Steelers and the Indianapolis Colts.
Oh yeah, the play call?
Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line.
I don't know why I did that. Yeah, I know what you mean.
They come out here in the eye. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Shift together here from the D-line.
And that's a nice explosive run to get things started. There's something about when it's a night game, it seems a little bit more, meaning a little bit broader, a little bit crisper.
LeGarrette Blount.
Really?
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Wow. Somehow my whole team must have touched that run.
Season, and the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. You talk about explosion plays. Here's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
They come out with one back and three tight ends. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
One of the things that's really difficult for an offense is often identifying how to block a 3-4 defense. Well, when they're coming on a blitz, even more difficult. They're elusive targets and hard to hit.
Here we go, regular. Now Palmer to throw on second down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's got some space here. And he is finally
Now
out of
that's
bounds,
the
but he
play.
gets all the way down right around
That's
the
the
20.
play.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players,
Now
they
that's,
really don't care as much about body types as
that's
they
a
care about
highlight
those
tape
guys who can make people miss,
right
run
there.
through tackles,
That's
and
a
gain
highlight
all that
tape.
additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Oh,
And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down.
I'm so happy about that play. I might be able to get into the end zone.
On 2nd down, here's Palmer. Escaping the pressure right. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And it's 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. A nickelback added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8.
Why? And then the block.
On 3rd down, Palmer. Dancing to
Run
his
away!
left.
Come
And a
on!
big loss here as he's taken down. Trent Cole in there to get him well behind the line of scrimmage. Gosh, it's a loss of 17, and it'll be 4th down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. You change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Steelers defense, we watch them get set to go. Last drive, touchdown, surrendered. Here, see if they can stop them.
It's always a constant battle of letting the last series go, good or bad, but especially bad. Give up a touchdown. Okay, forget the finger pointing, forget the blame. Go back out and play the defense you know you're capable of and help your team out.
And probably look to the leaders as always.
As always. They're going to be the ones going to grab some people and say, all right, let's do this thing.
Again, here's Blunt. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chain.
So let me make sure I have this right. He's already found the end zone once, and now he's ripped off a big chunk of yardage here on this one. His confidence is awfully high. So now I've got to put myself in the shoes of the defensive coordinator. Do I go ahead and sell out to try and stop him and force him to do something different? Or do I risk him having a big monster day against my defense? The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage. But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Block on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And it's 4th and 3. On 4th down, here's Pat McAfee to kick it away. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown. He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Again, it's Bell. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 3rd and 6 here to start things out. From the gun on third down, it's Palmer. He's got Sanu. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. Now a first down carry by Bell. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
On second down, Palmer toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt. 3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
On first down, it's Palmer. A screen to Bell. And he had a nifty little deep juke move, but he stopped shortly thereafter. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner. Everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And he's able to put it through. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Speed's good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Yeah, Teddy's.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Colts getting ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
If they get their running back in and they're not running.
Here's Luck now on second down. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
No huddle right now.
On first down, Luck. And his throw here is incomplete.
The defense, it's going to be defensive, blocking some. Yeah.
So pass interference on the defense. Charles, this is a penalty we see all the time.
The offenses know what they're doing. They know how to create great matchups. And defenders, if you're not there in time, they will throw the flag.
On first down, it's Luck. Right back for
Oh, and
Allen. This
another
time
flag
he finds
gonna
it
be on
complete.
me, I guess.
And he gets this inside
Probably,
the
because
35-yard line.
why not?
Holding offense.
Okay, never mind then.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. So now a first and 20. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Out of the gun, Luck. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A good pickup after the penalty, 12 yards, and it's second down. And they're going to speed things up here. Again, Luck. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm, incomplete. Now it's third down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Play fake to Gore. It's Locke. Surveying the field. He's going to float this one deep right side.
There we go. Defensive pass interference, I guess. Again, because I don't know. Oh my god, again? I didn't do nothing.
Certainly some contact there, and that's why there's a penalty on the defender for pass interference.
So hard to time it up for a defender to hit the receiver when the ball arrives. Got there a little bit early on that one.
Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. A fresh set of downs in their app, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. LeGarrette Blount with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Colts are going to jump back in front.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong.
He's got a man complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. And that is how you retaliate after getting scored on one play, big pass downfield, and you hit the end zone.
Almost feels like two boxers just throwing haymakers at each other, doesn't it? One connects with a big one, the other comes right back. Okay, I'll show you. And they attacked right back on the first play of the drive and hit them big.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Steelers defense making their way onto the field. Obviously a close game from the defensive standpoint. Maybe don't want to blow it too much out of proportion, but how important is this drive?
I think it's huge for them because
by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 45 before he's brought down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. On 1st and 10, Locke. Caught left side by Hilton. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Look pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Finding time. And escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Is that a penalty that I straight killed him?
Face mask. Defense.
Oh, no. How How is that a face
Got
mask?
the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now a first down throw, Luck. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Don't be on me. Sounds like so many fights.
Offense.
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
From the gun, here's Luck. Wright's got it. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And Vinatieri's kick is good. So, and pump the brakes, Larry. Pump the brakes. We are ready for quarter number 3.
I'm going to see it. They can press me one more time, and I can get
and
that
a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Shame.
Now the Colts defensive unit trots back out there. While we may be tied, this crew, they can tighten up some here in the second half.
I think the word at halftime was enough. Because that's what defensive coordinators always say. All right, we're still tied. We're doing okay, but...
They've got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
Strength throwing the football downfield has never been an issue for this big guy. I still remember the first time I met him. He was playing for USC, and when I got introduced to him, I thought I was meeting their starting tight end, not their starting quarterback.
Such a presence, Carson Palmer.
Very much so. He's had it ever since he entered campus there and still has it today.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
And that's why you see so many teams play a 3-4 defense, because that set gives you a lot of flexibility about where to bring pressure from, and it's hard for an offense to pick it up. Left side, right side, up the middle, especially with some really flexible linebackers.
Now Palmer on 3rd and long. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
Close enough, but good.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Fresh set of downs here. Blunt, the lone running back. Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to roam now. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? It's a gain of 17 that time. And the Colts are going to have a first.
Well, that run is exactly what you expect from someone of his stature. This is a big back, so you expect him to break some tackles and gain some additional yardage. And it pays dividends, not just for himself as the game goes on, but for his team. Because when he can break down defenses and allow that type of production to happen, it also opens up the passing game in a big way, because at some point, you got to start bringing extra defenders to the line of scrimmage to try and slow him down. This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now Blunt. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a gain of 4 there that gives him a new set of downs. So last week, mostly ineffective. This week, what we're seeing very effective. What are you seeing that's different?
I think what I'm seeing is just a simple, everyone is on the same page. And I know it sounds trite, but I'm talking about all the guys up front with the blocking schemes, everyone at the point of attack, creating space. And so far, it doesn't matter what gap they choose, they're finding it. A gap, B gap, C gap, does not matter. They're getting there, and they're creating nice runs.
Back now here on EA Sports. An empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They'll try the air now with Locke. And that's complete. It's Allington. And he'll go down at the 12. Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped.
False start, offense.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Blunt, the lone running back. And they'll give it to him here. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I need to get a pick right here.
To throw on second down is Locke. He's got time in the pocket. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
In this case, no one came up with it. Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, such a close game, a very big one. Well, you talk about clutch right down the pipe, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
And he didn't leave much doubt there, did he? Good snap, good hold, and that one was dead center.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They're winding down.
Oh my gosh.
And this is going to be intercepted. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. On 1st and 10, it's Palmer going up top. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Their dangerous wide receiver with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull
on
that
my
one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And the Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the
showing
drive.
anything.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you
try my really bad connection.
Not ideal, but they'll take it.
Can you hear me?
Put some points on the board.
Probably.
But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
I don't know.
They'll run again with Blunt. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Tie game here. Time starting to run down. The defense really needs to try and keep this game tied. See if they can get the ball back for the offense. Here's Luck. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And the offense can string something together, but they'll need to do it quickly here to try to get points on the board and win this game.
Crappy Wi-Fi. That's on right now.
Now a carry for Blunt. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be...
This. You know what? I don't know. I'll just... Yeah, I'll just...
2nd down following the run. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And quickly, they get to the line. Luck now to throw. And right with it here over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to the 25. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. And Luck hands this one off to Gore. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Now then, it's a big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th. But, Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so, but this was not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
If they, which I believe that is going
Look to
under
throw.
it,
He's
then
going
I
to let
can
it fly.
go deep.
And that's caught inside the 35.
Run some clock.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. So how many practices have we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there?
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone.